Fog Wrestling back again with your Royal Rumble ranking every match from it. And I do genuinely feel like this is one of the worst Rumbles we've had in a few years, probably since 2019, because I hate it when Rollins and Becky Lynch won that. But, in recent years, you'd Brock winning, you'd, Owens and Reigns and that last man standing 2 years ago was pretty good. That match was good itself. You had Edge winning, Christian as well of the year. Drew won, Edge actually made his big return, that was good, and all that stuff. But this year, man, it was just, I see apart from the ending segment, the entire show, Pat McAfee's returning, it was absolutely abysmal. But with 5 matches to rank, so let's not waste any time and go in with number 5. Belair, Bliss. No one, and I mean no one, cared about this match. Now you get the freaks on Twitter that dedicate their entire life to women's wrestling. They make, I'll create these attires on 2K22. Aye, no one cares about this match. The only real reason I have a slight bit of caring towards this match is you just want Belair to lose. The never-ending title reign. We can talk about Roman Reigns, at least the bloodline, they actually have some good segments here and then. What does Bianca Belair bring to the table? Just a cookie cutter shite match that you knew she was never going to lose. Alexa Bliss was always going to lose this match, and then even when she does lose it, there's just some cheap ass shite with the Bray Wyatt stuff, and it's just, oh Jesus man, it just sucks. Belair, and oh sweetie, I am the bestest. I fucking hate her, man. I hate her. I absolutely bloody hate Bianca Belair, man. And it's like I hate watching her. She sucks so fucking bad. I remember when she first debuted she didn't seem as bad. I don't know, in the Rumble when she used the ponytail, it was like, that's actually a cool, a decent wee thing she's done there using the ponytail. But see now, oh man, it's like your entire gimmick can't be the fact you've got a long ponytail. It can't be, it just honestly can't be at this stage. But this was definitely the worst thing about the show. Well, maybe not it just sucked. It just lacked anything. You just have these matches, pay-per-views, it just lacked anything. Talk about a match that could have been so much better than what it was. It was the lights out match between LA Knight and Bray Wyatt. See the fact it was illuminated and it was the Mountain Dew lights out match, and he's wearing the bright trunks just to make it look like Mountain Dew. Then Mountain Dew sponsored all around the ring. It's see, back in the day, I know I made this reference before, but they're not going to have flaming hot Doritos Inferno match, or it's the free chocolate chip cookie free stages of hell match, or it's the cream egg Hell in a Cell, it's the Pop-Tart no holds barred match. No, they wouldn't have done stuff like this. Even when they did the spot on the announce table, what actually came out. If it was popcorn, was it pellets? It was just so anticlimactic. It was just a match devoid of any heat whatsoever. The crowd did not care. They were dead. And you just knew Bray Wyatt was going to win this match. And then at the end, when Uncle Howdy jumps off the stage, what am I supposed to mark out about that? LA Knight deserves so much better than this. Bray Wyatt absolutely sucks. This entire feud's been weird, but LA Knight's been carrying it. Bray Wyatt just has come out for the past 6 months saying the same stuff. Needless mumbo jumbo. Coming at the halfway point, we have got the men's Royal Rumble. And I would go as far to say I hated this match. And the fact it's coming in only at third kind of sums up how bad the other 2 matches were. But, Gunther and Sheamus kick off. Gunther goes 72 minutes. Why is Gunther going 72 minutes? 72, it's not like he only beat Rey Mysterio's record. He literally demolished it. I know, of course, Daniel Bryan went the longest and the greatest Royal Rumble ever. We had 50 people in it, but that's different. It had 50 people in it. Of course, he was going to go the longest. And of course, Daniel Bryan's going to hold that record for a long time. But I don't actually know how long Daniel Bryan was in that match for. He must have been in that match for near 80 minutes or something. Near enough. Oh, I'm sure Gunther wasn't too far off it. And all that good stuff. But yeah, this match, it was just so predictable. From all the entry numbers, the Judgment Day coming out, then Edge comes out straight after them, Ricochet and Braun Strowman coming out back to back, the New Day coming out right beside each other, just stuff like that. And then there was Booker T came back, but see, apart from Booker T, man, where was the surprises? Because they already told us that Cody Rhodes was going to be in the match, and lo and behold, he came out number 30. So you knew when 29 people had come out, Like Logan Paul was in it, right? All right, Logan Paul, what did he do? But you knew when there was one spot left, it was Cody Rhodes. It just took away all the excitement of it, like potentially being Rock and Austin. Now, I know they probably did that on purpose because you imagine if Cody Rhodes didn't enter number 30 and they brought out some jobber, and you actually thought there was a possibility of it being those two. Jesus, man. Into the women's Rumble match now. I think the only real reason I'm putting this above the men's is because I have zero expectation for the women's rumble. Like, I'm sorry, if anyone actually looks forward to the women's rumble more than the men's, or on an equal playing field, I think you need your head looked at, right? It's always been the men's rumble. I'm not saying the women can't have a rumble, right? But you know, it's the men's one. The men's rumble is the one with all the iconic moments. Of course, the women's, this doesn't really help them. The fact that it's only really been brought in when WWE's been shit, but at the same time, it's always like the same people in it. At least in WWE, like, you know, for year to year, you'll have different main eventers and stuff like that won't be in it because they're in the title picture. But I just feel like in this one, especially, they had no main eventers. Like, literally, we had a few returns. You know, you had Chelsea Green, you had Michelle McCool, you had Nia Jax, but even then, Chelsea Green eliminated after 2 seconds, lotioned head to toe. The lotion must have slipped her out the ring then, but Rhea Ripley wins the match. No real surprise there. You know, it was sloppy in parts, but again, like I said, it didn't have my expectations up as much as the other men's rumble should. And that brings us to the last spot, and first on this list, it is the main event. It is Kevin Owens against Roman Reigns. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't really care for the actual match, because again, it's just predictable. I mean, there was one word to describe this show. I mean, apart from shite, it would be predictable, because like literally everything happened that you thought would happen. I mean, Cody Rhodes, everyone knew he was going to win, right? You knew Belair was going to beat Bliss. LA Knight had no chance against Bray Wyatt, right? You knew Rhea Ripley was going to win the women's, because the way she's just been booked in recent months. Right, unless she went in the men's, but again, even that would have been very predictable. Here, you knew Roman Reigns was going to beat Owens, and even the only reason I'm putting this top is because of the ending segment of the show. I feel like that is one of the more memorable segments of the show, or no, the most memorable segment we'll see in WWE for a decent time. It's up there in, like, you know, like the past decade and a bit, blah blah blah. But again, it's very predictable what happened. Like, you knew there was always going to be this thing about testing Sami Zayn's loyalty, and I mean, did they go about it a unique way? He hits Reigns with a chair. Nice wee tie back to like the Shield, that whole betrayal. But yeah, you know what? Like I said, there was a few things I liked about the show. It was this ending segment. It was the Pat McAfee at the start. Yeah, but the ending segment, Sami Zayn hits him with a chair, boom, and that's really, because it was a part. I'm including it as part of the match, you know. But anyway, that is it, guys, for ranking every Royal Rumble match for this year. Leave your thoughts down below. Normally when we rank matches, I feel like old pay-per-views, and they're much better than this. But anyway, leave your thoughts down below, and peace.